One of the biggest issues I see when working on improvement programs is people's inability to gain consensus and move forward with the improvement. Conflict is one of the biggest barriers to landing an improvement in an organization. And whether it's your idea being in conflict with compliance or IT or even within your own team, it's conflict that grinds the pace of improvement to a halt. And the issue is that we're not great at having difficult conversations. I don't think we were ever very good at it, and nowadays we're even worse. With all the different ways of communicating these days, with via email or text message or social media and Facebook and all sorts of ways we can communicate, we've gotten even worse at managing conflict. And all those different channels of communication, they rarely resolve conflict. They just either avoid it or, in many cases, compound it. I've watched teams argue back and forth about the best solution to a problem and seen nothing happen for 2 and 3 and 6 months. And it's not just limited to improvement projects. These days, people will break up over text, they'll resign or give critical feedback over email. People even get fired through Facebook. We're terrible at having difficult conversations and managing conflict. We're moving offices in a couple of months. We currently have serviced offices and we're moving into our own offices, which is totally the right call for our business. But it means I had to go and tell our current office manager that we won't be renewing our lease and that we'll be leaving. And she's great. And I felt really bad about having to go and have this conversation. But I could have easily done it via email, but I thought it was an opportunity to go and have a difficult conversation and practice that skill. I've also had to give difficult feedback to clients in the past, and every time that that's happened, our relationship has gotten better because of it, and the program of work has delivered more as well. I've seen experts here on LinkedIn talk about the importance of giving feedback and managing conflict, but when they're faced with those very same situations, they run a mile and just do it via email. So the next time that you have to have a difficult conversation with someone or give someone some feedback or manage some conflict, try and do it face to face. It's not going to be easy, but if you can't do it face to face, then pick up the phone. Use that experience to learn about how you could have approached it differently, what went well, what didn't go well, how they approached it, and what you could have done differently to get a different outcome. Practice is the absolute best way to develop this skill.